Hey everyone, welcome to the video. My name's Neil, and thank you so much for joining me for this basically happy birthday video to the channel and kind of 2020 recap and what we did in 2020, what we accomplished, what the goals were, did we achieve them, did we obtain them, and then setting new goals for 2021, the year that we're in now. I'm a little late with this video, but a week. Technically, Post2Post's birthday was on the 1st of January. It is now the 7th. But regardless, I needed to make this video because I want to kind of share some statistics with you as well about some of the channel stuff. So we'll get into that a little bit. I'm going to talk about videos to come, my plans for 2020, videos you won't see in 2021. I said 2020 before that, didn't I? I wrote down 2020 today. Actually, I had to sign something. I wrote down 2020. It always happens to me. I always forget when we get into the new year, 2021. But yeah, the videos you won't see in 2021, videos you will see in 2021. What else is on here? Talking about some COVID stuff, plans for the podcast, just a bunch of other stuff. Honestly, I wrote it all down on my phone. There's no way that I was going to be able to remember all this. So bear with me as I look at my phone through this entire video. But all right, here we go. So January 1st was the birthday of the channel. In 2017, January 1st was the creation of the original Post2Post channel. And so 2017, the entire year of 2017, entire year of 2018, 2019, 2020, and 2021. So technically it's the 5th birthday, but there's really only been 4 full years. We're going into the 5th year now. So yeah, it's the 5th birthday, but I really only consider myself being on YouTube for 4 years. But regardless, have we transitioned from the original Post2Post channel in the first 3 years or whatever into this one at the beginning, or not the beginning, it was early March of 2020. So we're still less than a year on this channel, making it the main one, but I made goals when I did the transition. When I did do the transition in early March, I believe this channel had 11,000 subscribers. And I thought, okay, what's a reasonable goal? I think we can do 20,000. So I set the goal for 2020, or by the end of 2020, to have 20,000 subscribers on this channel. And by the end of 2020, on December 31st at 11:59 p.m., there was roughly 24,600. So I think, hold on, I need to double check. 24,600, yes. So I wouldn't say smashed the goal, but we 100% exceeded the goal. I'm very thankful that we basically got to 25,000 subscribers, 5,000 more subscribers than I was anticipating or really shooting for. And that is, I'm so grateful, and such a big thank you to you guys for making that possible. I really appreciate it. I walked away from 45,000 subscribers on the first channel down to 11,000 and started all over again. So that was a tough decision. To see us climb back to 25,000 is really, really great. It was a slow year, honestly. I probably could have done more, and it was just a weird year because of COVID and YouTube. Everything was kind of down with YouTube. More people were watching stuff, but they didn't really seem to be engaged in hockey because hockey wasn't really going on. So it's kind of a weird year. In the last couple of months of 2020, things were pretty great. So I feel really good about 2020. The other goal that I made was I wanted to do 365 videos in 365 days, or basically all of 2020. And we did 472 videos. So over 100 more videos than my initial goal was for the year, which is awesome. I really felt like in the last maybe quarter of 2020, I pushed hard, really focused on the brand, and got a bunch of videos out. The reverse retro videos helped that. I think it was 32 videos actually in, I think, 4 or 5 days. So that was a big help. But regardless, and that does include the podcast as well on the podcast channel. So a couple of stacking going on as far as numbers there, but very happy with 472. Goal was 365. Now my goal for 2021 is maybe a little bit too aggressive as far as subscribers. I would love to be at 45,000 subscribers by the end of 2021. So basically, my goal by the end of this year is to have as many subscribers as I did on the original channel when I walked away from it. So getting back to that peak or high point that I was at on the original channel on this one, and really making it really just going forward after that. And I know I'm going to get questions in the comments. So why did you make the transition? There's a video on the original Post2Post channel. It's the last video I ever uploaded almost a year ago explaining some of that. The real answer is I actually don't really know why I couldn't monetize on that channel, but I want to make this a living someday, and to do that, I need to make money. So that the reason why I transitioned was financial related to this one, so I could make more money. Unfortunately, at the end of the day, I still don't make that much money, but the extra does help. I recently just bought something. I'll show you here throughout this video, or later on in this video rather, that's going to help with some production value. So some of that extra money that I made from YouTube that I would have never made on the original channel enabled me to do something and get something for the channel that would help with production and stuff. So we'll get into that later. But yeah, I don't actually know the real reason why I can't monetize on the original channel. It doesn't matter at this point. I haven't even thought about it in a year. I'm focused on this channel. Let's get her done. So 45,000 subscribers by the end of 2021. I don't actually think I'm going to be able to do that, but that's the goal. I'm going to push hard for it. And as far as videos, I'm going to stick with the same thing: 365 videos in 365 days. It's still a lot. And in 2019, I 100% got burned out on YouTube. I don't think I uploaded an entire video in the month of August in 2019. I had no motivation. I was feeling down about the channel, feeling worrisome about the direction of the future of the channel. I didn't really know where it was going or what I was going to do, even in my personal life, where I was going to work and all that stuff. So I was just burnt out, and I needed it. I needed the break. And I don't think making a goal above 365 videos is wise, because that kind of forces me to push to make more than one video a day. And even right now, that's a bit of a struggle. Some days I'm able to upload 2 videos, which is great because I have extra time. And some days I'm not able to upload any. So I kind of want a bit of a balancing act through my year. I don't want to be, pushing 2-3 videos every single day, and I go 3 days without uploading a video because I'm super busy with my personal life or my work, my actual job. And I'm like, oh my God. Okay, so that means I basically need to release 8 videos one day to get caught up or whatever it is. See my shirt, by the way? The cat father. So I don't want to pencil myself in for that stress throughout the year. 1 video a day for the entire year, 365 videos. That is my video goal. All right, moving on to the next topic. So COVID-19, not in 2020, but right now, I live in Fredericton, New Brunswick, Canada. It's on the East Coast. Our province has been incredible. This in all of 2020, really, like truly incredible. I think in the entire year we had a total of 270 cases provincially, like province-wide, and our province has roughly, I think, just under 800,000 people, which isn't really a lot of people, but in Canada, on the East Coast, it's quite a bit of people. The city I live in is maybe 120,000, something like that, and it's the second biggest city in the province. But it's a different story right now. Unfortunately, we are going through a bit of an outbreak. Two days ago, we have 4 phases. There's green phase, yellow phase, orange phase, and red phase. 2 days ago, we were in yellow phase, and general restrictions. You have to wear a mask inside and whatnot, and you're distancing in lines and stuff. Orange phase is a little bit more strict rules. I think you have to wear a mask outside if you can't social distance. Limits the people inside, whatever. Anyways, yesterday we went from yellow to orange because we had 10 cases, 17 cases, 27 cases, and then 31 cases all stacking up. And then today our hospital was overrun apparently with people coming in with COVID symptoms, and they pushed us to red today. Or as I'm filming this tonight, we're going to red. So we went from yellow to orange to red all within 48 hours. So it's tough. The other thing about the COVID-19 thing is, in the phases, in yellow phase, Jason and I can meet in person and film the podcast. In orange phase, we cannot. So today we were in orange phase, and we're like, okay, well, this weekend we're not going to be able to film the podcast in person. We're going to have to do this digitally, which was fine. And then red phase is I can't even see Jason outside, let alone go to his house. So I suspect that Jason and I will not be able to film the podcast in person for probably at least a month. So the next 4 podcasts you see will all be done digitally. dad is going to join us for at least the first one, hopefully all of them, but at least the first one, which will be this Sunday on the podcast channel. If you're not subscribed to that, would love it if you could hop on over and subscribe there. It's just called Post2Post Podcast. It's linked down below in the description. We have no choice. And it's funny because I was just there less than a week ago bringing new bookcases, which look a little bit similar to that, but with shelves, obviously, for the background for the podcast. Jason and I built them and put them up in the set to get ready for it. And now we don't even need them anytime soon. So a little bit ironic, don't you think? So the other thing is, before, when it was in red phase earlier last year, I worked from home for my job, or I was sent home to work from home instead of being at my actual physical location where my job is. That's not the case now. I'm expected to be at work even in red phase. So I am not going to be working from home ever again, which is a bit disappointing. There are distractions at work, and mostly like chatting distractions. People come in all the time, and sometimes it's work related. Most of the time it is work related, sometimes it's not, and it's just hard to focus at work. I find I'm working from home, I can sit down, I got a project in front of me, and I can just boom 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 boom, I can just get it done. So a bit disappointed that I'm not going to be able to actually do as much work because I'll be at work, which is kind of a weird sentence to say, but anyways, my life doesn't really change as far as what phase we're in, other than hanging out with Jason, really. So that's basically all about the. Sorry, I missed something with the channel statistics. I put in here 61% of returning viewers are not subscribed, which is pretty alarming. If you watch a video and then you come back and you watch another video, I'm going to assume that you maybe like the content at least a little bit. So at that point, hit the subscribe button. If you're not subscribed, if you don't have a Google account or whatever, and you're doing this manually, going to YouTube every time to search me up, if you wouldn't mind taking the extra 2 or 3 minutes to set up an account just so you can hit subscribe, it really, really helps the channel grow, and I'd really appreciate that. 61% of returning viewers are not subscribed. So that's all about the channel update as far as statistics. All about COVID-19. A question I've been getting a lot recently, because I've been doing so many jersey unboxings, is how do I get or buy so many jerseys? People think I'm rich. Newsflash, I ain't. But figured I'd go through this a little bit. I do address this in a video that I've technically already filmed, but you're not going to see it for like 4 or 5 days, so you'll see a bit of this conversation again in that video, but regardless. Sponsorship discounts, I'll just start off with that. So I am affiliated with Cool Hockey. I do have a discount code, a personal discount, a discount code with them. It is not like 80% off, or it's not even 40% off. It's just a regular, basically general sale that I can use whenever I want, whether it's, I think the most recent sale was 15%. Mine was higher than that, so I could use my code, but still, it's not in a crazy amount or anything. I'm not saving hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars, and I can't use them on reverse retros either. So I'm basically limited to just general stuff. So I'm able to get a little bit better deals sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes through there. So I'm always looking for the deal, and that's kind of the theme here. But sometimes, very rarely, I get gifted a free jersey from a company. The Los Angeles Kings reverse retro jersey, that was free from Cool Hockey. That was a sponsorship. They actually sponsored that video with the jersey, so I really appreciate that. And what else? That happens twice a year, best case scenario. It happened once last year. It may happen soon, actually, from a different company this year. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks. I'm kind of ironing out the details there. Another thing is gifts from you guys. If you ever watched the Mail Time episode, you guys sometimes send in jerseys, which is incredible. There's so many kind and generous people out there. I've been able to add jerseys into my collection that way, which is amazing. But honestly, the main reason is deals. Being diligent and finding good deals. It takes 10 minutes for me to look on the internet every single day at 34 sites. I have 34 links set up. I check them every day. I look at all the deals. Sometimes I find one, sometimes I don't. And it's deals like finding a jersey, an Adidas jersey for $14 that I just unboxed a couple of weeks ago and gave away on Twitter. Finding that New Jersey Devils jersey with Taylor Hall in the back for $31. Finding another New Jersey Devils jersey for $48 or whatever it was. Constantly buy one, get one free. Buy one, get one free I just found recently of Adidas jerseys. 40% off on Adidas as I'm filming this right now. So I am always looking for a deal. I very rarely pay full price for jerseys. Of the 70 to 80 jerseys that I've purchased that are in my collection, I think four of the, we'll say 70, 4 of the 70 I paid full price for. So I'm always looking for a deal, and I don't spend like an egregious amount of money. I wait for a really good sale, a really good discount, and then I buy. That is the main reason why you see me unboxing so many jerseys, is I just wait and find the deals. What else? I don't actually spend any money that I make from Post to Post, whether it's on Patreon or YouTube, on jerseys. Every jersey that you see me unbox that I buy is from money that I make through my current regular day job. Any money I make through the channel goes back to you guys through contests or giveaways, or I'm paying to host the podcast. There's a fee for that. The Adobe Creative Cloud Suite. This is what I recently bought. I mentioned it earlier. It's a slider. It's a motorized slider. What I use now for, if you ever watch the jersey unboxings, I do some close-ups. I have a manual slider right now, and it sucks. And you can probably tell because I'll do this and then it'll jump. I'm not good at it, and that also sucks. It's super cheap. So I wanted to up the production value a little bit more, have more smooth, consistent shots. So that's what this is. It took 3 months to save up for it because, like I said earlier, I don't make a lot of money doing this. So I have to pay the bills. I have to put some in the giveaway pile because I give a jersey away every single month, hand stitched from Cool Hockey. If you're interested in that, the Patreon link is down below. That's $200+. Plus all the bills and stuff. That's over like $150 now, I think. And then you have to take a little bit of a chunk and then put it in a little deposit. I don't know what I'm saying. You have to put it somewhere, and then you save up, and then you take it, and then you buy something. And that's what this is. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm rambling. But that's what this is. It took 3 months to save up for it. It got on sale for $315 or $316, I think. So it took a bit to save up for it, but yeah, I'm not making crazy money. I upload a video a day. I'm lucky if they get 3,000 views. I don't have the time luxury to upload 10 videos or whatever it is. I would love it. I would love to do that. That's the dream, to do this full time someday, but unfortunately I'm limited to basically one video a day. Sometimes the videos do good, sometimes I don't. And 2020 was a weird year anyway because YouTube revenue was way down. So anyways, what else is there on here? Oh, and I recently sold a bunch of jerseys as well. So all these reverse retros that you see me unboxing and stuff, which some of them I did pay full price for. I sold a bunch of jerseys of my own in my collection, and I sold some camera equipment. So I didn't actually take any of the money from my personal bank account to buy any of the reverse retros. All of that money came from selling jerseys, mostly selling the camera equipment, and just kind of taking that money and putting it back into buying some jerseys for the collection. So I didn't use my personal money for reverse retros. I didn't use channel money. So I'm not my bank account is not loaded. I don't know how some of these people are getting like 25 or 30 reverse retros. That's the dream right there. I'm very jealous of those people. So what can you expect in 2021 or this year, other than what I discussed earlier? My goal is going to be to produce higher quality content. I'm shooting in 4K. I think my set looks pretty for the most part, but there are still some things I'd like to do. The audio is not perfect. The background still needs some work. I need a couple of different things, small things, to just increase production a little bit. So I want to do things just a little bit better than they were done in 2020. I'm obsessed with improving quality. So hopefully the videos you see in 2021 will be a little bit better. Season and division predictions, that's coming soon. More reverse retro unboxings. I'm actually filming this on the 7th, and I just looked at my set earlier, and I realized that one of them that I unboxed, which was the last one of the 4, is in the background. So my plan was to release this today on the 7th. I can't do that now because I need to release that, and I can't release that until I release the one before that. So I've just changed all my entire schedule, which sucks. You won't see this probably until the 9th now, but regardless. So what else is on here? More jersey concept videos, jersey unboxings regularly. Not like the channel's been very heavily focused on jersey unboxings recently. It's not going to be that entirely in 2021. I have no plans to really go heavy on jerseys. I've got some on the way. I think there's maybe 6 or 7 on the way right now. But after that, maybe once a month or something like that. Getting back into the roots and discussing general series hockey stuff, suspensions, trades, rumors, all that stuff. Having those conversations also on the podcast with Jason and with Dad, but making videos when that news is actually relevant during the week instead of waiting for the podcast. So having a conversation with myself or with you guys, and then having the same conversation with Jason or Dad to really get their opinion on the topic as well. Logo rankings, of course, whether it's the NHL, AHL, leagues around the world, baseball logos, whatever, definitely more logo rankings. GeoGuessr, for sure. Photography 101, I'm going to bring that back. Probably not anytime super soon, maybe in like a month from now. I'm going to do or finish the NHL team jersey history. I started it, and then all these friggin' teams started coming up with jerseys. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to wait, I guess, until the new season starts and things settle down. So those are coming back. I'd like to do an office tour or a studio tour, basically, of this. I said I would do that last time before I moved, and I didn't do it. So I'm going to make it a priority soon in the next couple of months. An apartment tour, I also said I'd do that in the previous place I lived. I didn't do it. So that's also a priority. I want to get that done soon, actually. Live streams could possibly be back, but likely not more than once a month. They're very time-consuming, and so hopefully once a month. Maybe get back on Twitch and play some marbles and stuff, but I'm not quite sure about that. Twitch has been questionable recently, so I'm thinking about it. Might be soon, but might be a month or two. I'm really going to get back into watching hockey, so hopefully some videos, some NHL 21 videos. I have the game. I played it a little bit, so I'll maybe be a pro, or I'll do a season or something like that, or maybe I'll pick a team. Maybe I'll pick the Minnesota Wild, and I'll play the exact schedule on NHL 21 that the Minnesota Wild are really playing in real life. And every single time the Minnesota Wild play a game, I'll play a game, film it, and upload it. So there'll be technically 56 Minnesota Wild NHL 21 videos. It's not going to be the Minnesota Wild, probably. It'll likely be the Montreal Canadiens because they're my favorite team, but who knows? If you're interested in that, let me know. Guess that a sound. I've only done 2 of those, but I love those videos. Not hockey related, not sports related. If you haven't seen them, go check them out. They're on the channel. Just search sound on the channel. They're a lot of fun, and it tests your earlobes. Some having a yaks hopefully with Dad. Not too many, maybe 1 or 2 over the next half a year. Behind the scenes, and talk about the equipment, the arms I use for the mic I use, the lights, the camera, action, all that stuff. I want to give you kind of basically a complete equipment setup of what I use to make the videos. How I edit my videos. I'm going to take you into Adobe Premiere, show you my setup in there, how I edit, show you my process, my workflow, all that stuff. There's going to be at least 1 model kit build video, which technically I already did it. You can't see it. It's up there. It's the shuttle in the Hubble telescope. But I have 3 others to do. That was so time consuming. It took me 6 hours, and I filmed it from a top down view. I'm going to end up narrating it, and it was very frustrating. And it wasn't actually the time that was the problem. It was the space that sat on the table that's right behind me. I'm sure you can see it. It's right there. That sat there for 3 days while I worked on it over 3 days, collectively 6 hours, and it was just in the way the whole time. And the other ones I have, which are stored down there, they're more complicated than that one. So I really need a different space somewhere to build these, and I don't really have it. So they may actually have to wait until I move to a house or something like that where I have the space to build them. But I like doing it, just don't have the space. Things you probably won't see on the channel in 2021 are the NHL team history videos, because it's hard to tell the history of the NHL of an NHL team without showing imagery, video, pictures, all that stuff, because of copyright. So I would love to do them. I actually really like editing them and producing them and getting Dad to do the voiceover, but for copyright reasons, I don't want a copyright strike, and it's just not worth it to me. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to stop that series. The last one I did was one of the last videos on the original channel, the LA Kings. So if you want to go see that, go check it out. Card unboxings, did I say that? Card unboxings. I probably won't do too many of those, or maybe at all this year. I'd rather focus my money on other things like maybe jerseys or buying more stuff for the channel as far as equipment and stuff. Collaborations, as far as collaborations, which is the last thing on my list, I did quite a bit in 2020, up until the last quarter of 2020. I kind of I got a lot of requests, which is great. I love meeting new people and talking hockey with new people and all that stuff. Collaborating is something I've done since I've joined YouTube and in the hockey community. And the hockey community is fantastic. There's so many amazing people and channels out there. But I kind of was a bit selfish in the last quarter of 2020. I really wanted to focus on my brand, on the channel, on increasing production value, and it worked as far as numbers. I got more views, got more subscribers, and it paid off. So I'm 100% going to do collaborations in 2021. I am going to continue to focus on my brand for the beginning of 2021. I do have a couple of collaborations already planned that I'm going to go through with, two that I can think of, and possibly a third. But other than that, I'm still going to really focus on my brand and growing my channel, and because I want to do this full time someday, and it's a tough balancing act right now. So I love my current job. Like seriously, I really do love my current job. I work as a marketing manager, graphic designer, photographer, production, video production, editor, basically for a company. I love it. It really is amazing. I'm hoping to work there for the next 10 years, but maybe in 7 years, I can start doing this way more frequently, and then maybe do that a little less, maybe part time or something like that. So it's all about money. Unfortunately, it's all about money. So it really depends. So yeah, I'm going to be focusing on my brand. I am going to be doing some collaborations, and I'm not going to be totally selfish and stuff, but I have a lot of friends out there, and I love talking with them and making videos. So one of the collaborations is actually going to be not happening on this channel. It's going to be happening on, actually, two of the upcoming collaborations are not going to be on the channel. They're going to be on two other channels. So keep an eye out for those. I'll let you know when they happen, and I'll share it in the community tab and on Twitter and stuff. One's jersey related, and one is ranking related within the NHL. So pretty excited for those. But regardless, I have not... Oops, almost fell out of the box. I've not opened this yet or played around with it. So I'm going to go do that right now. I'm pretty excited to retire the stupid manual slider that I have. And yeah, because that jersey right there, I still haven't filmed the footage, the close-up footage for it. So it's going to come in handy. And I tested it on that one and the jersey previous to that. Really disappointed that I did not remove that jersey before I filmed this video, but doesn't matter. We are on, oh my God, almost 30 minutes. I am so sorry if you're still watching this. If you're 30 minutes into this video, I'm really sorry. But anyways, I appreciate you watching. Thank you so much for your continued support, whether it's a like, whether it's a comment, even if it's, not positive or negative, if it's critical, whatever, just the fact that you're engaging the community here on my channel. I really appreciate that. Likes, comments. If you're subscribed, maybe you were subscribed and you left and you came back and resubscribed. I appreciate you. All my Patreon supporters who continuously support me every month on Patreon. I try and give back as much as I can to you guys. It's a bit difficult at times. It took me a long time to be able to give away that Adidas hand stitch jersey every single month, and I felt bad about that because I really wanted to do it early in 2020, but I just couldn't do it. So we did it in October, and it's been going pretty good since. So like I said, if you want to be a part of that, the link is down below in the description. Basically, contribute $10 a month. You get access to our Discord Patreon channel. You get, what else is there? Behind the scenes videos. I haven't done much recently. I'm going to do one soon. And of course, the jersey giveaway, which is whatever team you want. Hand stitched player, whatever player you want, whatever team, whatever jersey, within reason. Can't be a reverse retro. It's got to be something that goes on sale, like a regular jersey. And yeah, $10 a month. It's kind of like a raffle, basically. It helps support the channel, and it helps give back as well. So I appreciate every one of my Patreon supporters and my YouTube members as well, people who click that join button down below on YouTube. You guys can use the emojis. I've got some emojis set up you can use in the comments. I think there's a goat pose, and I'm going to add a couple of more. So yeah, I appreciate you guys. There's going to be contests as well coming up. We've got the DNA contest ending at the end of this month. So if you haven't participated in that and you want to potentially win a DNA kit from Ancestry to figure out your DNA, if you just search on the channel DNA, you'll find the contest announcement video, see all the rules and details and all that stuff. But yeah, thank you guys for the support in 2020. I really appreciate it. I'm looking forward to interacting and having hockey conversations and just general conversations with you guys, whether it's on Twitter, whether it's on in the YouTube comments or anything like that. The best way to reach me is either tweet at me, and not private message me on Twitter. Sometimes I'm able to respond, sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I don't even get the notification. So if you want to get my attention, tag me on Twitter. Although recently, Twitter has not been giving me all the notifications, which is frustrating. But I have a lot of people to email back, like a lot. Like I have emails from August that I have not responded to. Maybe earlier, actually. I just have a ridiculous amount of emails. So you can email me, but it might be a while until I get back to you. I just don't have the available time, unfortunately, to go through them all right now. Instagram, I'm almost certainly not going to respond to you on there. I don't go on the Post2Post Instagram that much. Every once in a while, I post a video. Don't message me, private message me on my personal Instagram. I'm not going to answer that. That's my personal Instagram. I'm just not going to respond to you on there. No offense. There are other ways to contact me: email, Twitter DM, in the comments, all that good stuff. So my email is productions@post2postshow.com. My Twitter handle is @post2postshow. Instagram is post2postshow. And thank you guys so much. I hope your 2021 is way better than your 2020. We all deserve a really good year. And thank you guys. I'll catch you later. Adios.